Hi, welcome to Traveling with John. Today we're on the Carnival Vista and we're doing a ship tour. So we're going to start in the Serenity Deck 15, and so let's begin. So they have an elevator, but only certain elevators will take you to this deck. You will see that as you approach the main elevators, but here we go. So this is a 21 and over area, and we're in Half Moon Cay, and we're gonna just walk around taking a look. It's fairly empty right now because we're at Half Moon Cay and everybody's pretty much off. They have a hot tub, as you can see there. They have the clam shells for, sunning and relaxing, the umbrellas. Now, normally this place is packed full of adults because they want to avoid the kids, but not right now. So as you can see, they have a bar here. They have food, drinks, and then they also offer salads. So this is the Serenity. You can see how spacious it is and how it overlooks everything. And as you venture further up to the front of the ship, you can see Half Moon Cay. It's a beautiful day. So as you can see, everybody's, or a large majority of folks, are on the beach right now. So they have one tender, as you can see down there, coming back and forth. And then all that area is beach for everybody. It's not a big landmass, so you'll just do this and you come back. They have the cabanas and the retreats and the sun chairs and food and shopping, but it's pretty much all where you see the mass of people. We're going to continue on. So on the opposite side, they have another hot tub for relaxing. And you just bring your towel from your cabin and come on up, or you can come to the towel station. So they have a shower, as you can see, to rinse off before you get in the hot tubs, restroom. And these were the half clam shells that I was talking about that you can relax in, get your sun. And it is sunny now, so that's the great thing, because earlier really wasn't, but now it's beautiful. And it's not that hot. It's about 70 degrees. Excuse the sound because they're doing maintenance while we're in port. So they're at the Waterworks, which I will show you next. So this is a twister slide for the kids on 15. And that's the height requirements. And this is a above shot where you can slide and play and maneuver about. So we're leaving the Serenity on this beautiful day, and we're gonna head down to 14. So you can see this is part of the water slide. So you get a good view of the main deck area of the ship. They always have lifeguards on duty, so you don't have to worry. Someone needs to be with the kids, of course, but they always have lifeguards on duty. They stand here as long as this is open. They have like the shell area where the chairs where you can relax. And then the screen that you see in front is for the dine-in movie. All right, so we're gonna continue on because they're working. I think we're gonna go to the spa. So because we have a spa cabin and we're at the front of the ship, this is where you can see our cabin from deck 14. This is our balcony cabin right there. So we realized this right away, that if we're standing on the balcony or sitting on the balcony and we happen to come up to the white rail that you see, we look up, people are looking down. So that kind of sucks, but anyway, it's not an all-day thing. Mainly when something's going on this side of the ship. So we're gonna go down to the spa. So you have to be careful because it's a lot of water, so make sure you watch your step. And we're gonna come through this door. Oh, but this is from the water park. You can enter into the cabin area, Spa 12, and our cabin is right here, 12218, right next to the water park. However, because this is a spa cabin, there are no kids allowed in these cabins. So I have a video tour of our cabin that you can see later. It's already made, but it's not going to be in this video. So we're going to head back out and head to the spa. So this is the Cloud 9 spa, and we have unlimited access to this area because we have a spa cabin. Now let me just show the elevators. As you can see on this column right here, this elevator only travels from 3 to 12. So you hit that button right there and it tells you right here where this elevator, specifically what floors it goes to. And then over here, this elevator, which is right here, goes to 0 through 12. So you have to pay attention to what elevator you're pushing the buttons for. So we're at the front of the ship. As you can see, the red dot, that's where we are located, in the front. And we just left the water park and we're going to the spa. So this is the Cloud 9 spa. They do all kind of massages, gym classes, everything that's for you, you can do it here. So we're gonna continue on. So they have different treatment rooms here, and there are quite a bit. They have restrooms and different treatment areas. As I said, it's quite large, but that's not what I want to show you. So you wave your hand over there, it turns green. You walk in, and then you have other rooms here. You have the relaxation lounge. This is for everyone, pretty much, but this is mainly for when you get ready to start treatments. And then in this area is the thermal spa, and I will show you that later. You have to pay for it, but however, since we have a cabin in the spa cabin, you can have access to this area longer than the general population of the cruise passengers. So they have a fitness studio. As you can see, they're doing a stretch, and then we're gonna come into the gym. I did another video, but I think because everyone's in port, it's a little less crowded. And so I'll show you around. Look at all the treadmills. They have a ton of treadmills. Exercise bikes, elliptical machines, and you have your cleaning wipes. Please use them to wipe down the equipment before and after use. Water fountain. So you can just see it's like a ton of gym equipment that you can work out on. If you see a machine that you like, let me know in the comments. They have clean towels, and where the towels are stacked, where the lady is working, there's a hole where you can drop the used towels. So it's great. You don't have to lug the towel around with you all day. You could just dispose of it whenever you're done. So they have free weights and all kind of free weight equipment that you can use while you're in the gym. So as you can see, it's plenty of machinery here to use every day. I try to get in here at least once a day, because when you're on a cruise, you just eat so much more than you would at home that you have to kind of burn off all that stuff that you had ate earlier. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. They have water fountains. So again, this is the fitness gym. It's on 12, front of the ship. You get this beautiful view that you see in front of me, whatever location that you're at. We're at Half Moon Key, K, and we're going to continue on. So it's very comfortable in here. There's cooling, and here in a relaxation suite, usually they have water, full of fruits, and then you can just get your water, and then they'll consult with you here. Oh, there it is. So you have your glassware here, regular water, lemon water. And so they'll do different treatments here. But this is cool. It's comfortable. So they do all kind of massages. Bamboo, stone, regular hand, deep tissue. It's just a lot of different massages, and each ship has a different price, but be prepared to spend anywhere from like 100 up. They have couples massages. Okay, so we're going to continue on. I'll show you the thermal spa in my next video. I'm going to do that one separate. And they have restrooms, showers, locker rooms for, this is the ladies, this is the men's. So here we go. we're gonna pause. So to help you find your rooms, each side of the ship has the odds and the evens. So we're on the evens, and this is the odd size. So, and this is the even side to find your items. So we're gonna continue on. We're gonna pass the water park. As soon as you come, we're still on 12. They have a restroom here, which is closed, but they have all the water activities for the kiddies. They have the blow up inner tubes for the kiddies, the water slides, different levels. So there's plenty of activity here for the kids to do. So this is one of the main pools for the ship. It's a couple levels down, so we're on 12. Right here is 11, and then right down there is level 10, which is the Lido deck. As you can see, the Carnival funnel. So when you're here, you get to see all the movies at night, which is great. And then they also have a track for you to exercise on. They have the rope course and the sky ride, which is the one that you pedal on your own. I haven't seen anyone using it, but we're gonna walk up there and check it out. We're gonna stick to the middle. Oh, it's called, I forgot, Sky Ride. And the rope course is right here. But you have the cornhole on the AstroTurf, mini golf that you can play at your own convenience here. This is free, and it's open from 8 to 8. So you just grab your clubs, grab your balls, and then this is the actual course that you go through. It's like, you know, it's miniature golf, so you don't have to be out here all day doing this. But we're gonna go upstairs. It is really, really nice out here today, and I love giving you the ship tours when we're at port, because I try not to record people because everybody needs their privacy. So I usually try to do it when we're at port or early in the morning. Today I did not want to get up early, so I'm doing it now. As you can see, there's a bench for the Carnival Vista to relax, and they also have the ropes course, which you see right there. They have lockers to use, and this is the entrance to the Sky Ride. So they have 4. So you have to be 52 inches in height. You must be 250 pounds or less, and wear a dry shirt, pants, shorts, closed-toe shoes, no sandals or flip-flops, and you cannot save places in line. So give you, well, it's kind of locked off. So this is the actual Sky Ride. You pedal yourself, and it goes only in one direction, and it'll take you pretty much on the outer part of the ship. So if you got a fear of heights and you don't want to be like, you're not actually over the ship, but you're, it's going to feel like you're over outside of the ship, but you're inside of the ship, but it's really, really high. So you don't want to, if you're afraid of heights, you're not going to want to do this. So we're going to continue on towards the back. So there's rules to the track. You have to go in one direction if you're working out or walking, but a lot of people don't follow it. As you can see, the yellow arrows pointing in the direction that you need to be going when you're on this track. So as you can see, the sky ride above me there's the track. We're gonna continue walking. So we're heading towards the back. We're on 12 still. So we're coming up to the sports court. This is where they have the basketball courts. And Carnival usually has a lot of activities. So they'll host like a hoop contest. But as you can see, these are the courts. It's full size. It's full size. So the great thing about it is you can run a real good game. So they have a pool table. If you're into billiards, this is where you would play on the back of the ship on 12. So we're at the back of the ship. They're doing maintenance, like I said. So you get chairs, umbrellas, the sun, relax. And then they have the pool and another pool in the back, a couple of jacuzzis, and then this is where the different food items are located. But you get that aft view right here. So this is really popular in the back. We're gonna head down the floor. Can't go that way because they're working. So we're gonna go across and then go down. So this is also where if you want to smoke your pipe, your cigars, you can come here and do this. This is on 12. Here's another pool table. But only places you can smoke is where you see the ashtrays. Otherwise, you cannot smoke outdoors, indoors, unless you're in the casino playing and enjoying yourself. But this is where we come to smoke cigars. You can smoke your pipe, you can lounge. So this will get pretty full once everybody is back on ship. But for right now, it's perfect because everybody's at port, enjoying themselves. So this is great. So as you can see, the hot tubs, one on each side. This is a smaller pool, and you can see the lifeguards. So that's the cool thing about that. And then you can still see the length of the ship. So we're gonna go down a level. They have a couple of food options. They have the seafood shack, and I believe they have pizza. We're gonna pause for a second, go downstairs. They have a bar right there. So that's the Tides bar. So that's cool. You can come back to the back of the ship, get your drinks. Okay, so this is 10. So if you want to have seafood shack, it's located on this floor. This is the Lido deck marketplace. So you can come here. I've been here. You get your crab legs, your lobster po' boys, lobster rolls, I mean. So you just come here, you place your order, you eat, you pay, and that's the price. So for a bucket of fried buffalo shrimp is $10. Lobster roll, they say lobster roll is $18. However, you get two, which is a great price. New England clam chowder. They have crab cakes, lobsters, snow crab, peel and eat shrimp by the pound, oysters by itself, but you have plenty of options. So here you can come and get to the pizza place. It's free, and you just come, place your order, and they have 5 different items of pizza. Sometimes they have special pizzas. They have teriyaki chicken and Korean steak chicken. So those are your options. My favorite is quattro formaggio. It's all cheese and garlic, and but it's a white pizza. It's so delicious. So they have the prosciutto, pepperoni, fungi, and the red sauce margherita. All right, so as you can see, they have plenty of different sinks. You can come wash your hands. If you don't want to use the hand sanitizer, I always use the sinks because it's a beautiful thing to use. So, yeah. All right, so everybody's eating, but we're getting ready to, they're ending breakfast, but they're going into lunch. So that's a wonderful thing. But you just come here and grab a plate, a bowl, and select your items. So like I said, they're getting ready to do lunch. Oh, also, if you want to get your own beer without going to the actual bar, they have a beer station. So they have their own brand of beer that you can purchase, and then they have your name brand beers. So you swipe your card here, your sailing sign card, and then you got your glass, and then you pull and you start pouring, and it's 50 cents per ounce. So do the math. If you have an 8-ounce glass, and it stops automatically. So this is the deli. You order your sandwiches, hot dogs, all that good stuff. And then here's the menu. You have hot and cold sandwiches. I'll zoom into it so you can see it, get a sight. So you come here, you place your order, you wait, you're good to go. Friendly people. So because everybody's off the ship pretty much, the staff is eating while they can. So they have corn dogs, fries, mac and cheese, chicken tenders, wild burgers, lots of selection. And then here's the sweet spot where they have different cakes. So you get a look of the actual whole cake, and then they cut it into pieces to show you, or where you can pick your own, use the tongs. So they have German chocolate, Linzer torte, mint cookies and cream cake, key lime pie, wow, and pink peach cake. So because I love key lime pie, I'm going to take a bite and pause. Okay, so also here they have a drink station where you would swipe your card, and if you have the bottomless bubbles, you don't pay. But if you just use your sale and sign card, you'll pay 27 cents per ounce. And this is your selections. You grab your cup, clean cup, and then it has ice, water, root beer, all Coke products, which is great. So because I have this package, I can get my drink. I'll give you a little, I think I can give you a little tour, but hold on for a second. So the key lime is actually pretty good.
I'm gonna go sit over here.
Which is surprising to me, but okay, so let's continue this. You take your selling sign card, you swipe with the stripe up, just authorizing it because I have the package, and it counts down. So I grabbed my clean cup. I have 9 seconds. And I think I'm going to get root beer. Get a little ice. I don't know how the ice machine works. I'll set it down. Give it a push. You get some ice cubes. All right. And then I start dispensing. Oh, I missed it. Damn, I messed up. Excuse my language, folks. Let's try this again. So I would have wasted my use, but I don't think I would have been charged because I didn't get anything. So let's see. That's all you do, and it'll fill up one of these cups up to, like, I think 8 to 12 ounces. So that's great. That's how it works. So you can get your free regular hot coffee here. They have creamers, milk, and then the free juice or lemonade. It's not juices, but lemonade and iced tea. This is free. You can bring your Contigo water bottle. You can get ice and water at any time, and use a clean cup to dispense what you need. So there's plenty of seating. You can look out onto the water as you're enjoying your meal. But I think we're gonna go back and down to the main areas. So we're passing the seafood shack again. We left the Lido Marketplace. It goes all the way to the pool where I was showing you where the movies are being seen at night or later on in the afternoon. So we're gonna go down a few floors, hit another major area. So the elevators are quite, they're very quiet, and they're kind of hit and miss at different times, but you'll get a gist of it if you've been on the ship. So this is the Havana area. You can enter the bar. You can get your Latin music when they play on the center stage. But if you want the real experience of the Havana area, you can enter, but you have to have a special wristband to access the Havana pool, hot tub, Havana bars, because those are dedicated to those guests that pay for this. But you can look at my other video and see what that experience is like if you want to get a sense what it's like to have a Havana cabin or balcony or suite. But it goes all the way to the center where they play live music, and so they have a special drink menu for the Havana section, and you can get some of the drinks like other places like mojitos, but anything other than that, this will be the dedicated area. So we're in the upper promenade on 5, and this is where they do karaoke, trivia, other activities. But over here is it's like the coffee bar, but it's not the main one. It's the one where they serve like the coffee drinks and alcohol, but it's not the main one. And then on this side they have an empanada section that opens at 5, and I think it stays open to 11 p.m. So you can order different empanadas, sweets, and whatnot. So you have to pay for it. It's not free. So they're delicious. I've had them before. I have a video on that if you want to check that out. But this is like a quick glimpse of the menu. So we're still on 5. We're gonna go by the Pig and Anchor now. So before we go there, we're gonna hit the coffee bar and shake spot, Java Blue. So you can get your desserts. They usually have a lot more, but right now it's not that much selection here. If you want to do Carnival Insider spot, that's where you would go on 5. And this is pixels. So any pictures that you take on the ship, off the ship, while at dinner, leaving the ship, they have little people asking you want to take pictures. This is where you would come to see them. They have a dedicated wall, so but right now it's I don't think it's on, but this right here is the Red Frog Pub and Brewery, because Carnival makes their own beers. This is where they make them. If you want to have a special beer from Carnival, you would come here, as well as any of the other bars that Carnival has. Come check it out. So this is Pixels, where you can check out your photos, and they're pushing this iris art where they take a picture of your eye and then they turn it into art. But let's go outside. So on sea days, they have Guys, Pig and Anchor. This is it. This place is jumping, and it's only open from 11 until 2:30 on sea days. So you can pick your different types of meat. They have pork butt, chicken, smoked beef, andouille sausage, mac and cheese, coleslaw, potato salad, collard greens, and baked beans. Then you can pick your different sauces from Guy Fieri, his different sauce selections, from bourbon brown sugar, Kansas City, which is smoky and sweet, sriracha, which is spicy and tangy, and the Carolina No. 6, which is the tangy and sweet heat. So they have 2 different lines. You line up each side. You tell them what you would like. They have delicious buns. So usually what I do is I get the pulled pork and the brisket. And then my wife said the collard greens are green. Of course, depends on your taste. You can doctor it up a little bit, but this is where you would come. It's only on sea days, and it's from 11 until 2:30. So we're gonna head back inside. We're gonna pass Pixels, the Alchemy Bar. If you saw my other video, I could not remember the name of the bar when we were on the Firenze, but it's the Alchemy Bar. So as you can see, there's plenty of shaded seating, outdoor seating, and if you notice, the chair colors are different because we're coming up to Bonsai Sushi, and this is where you can come eat if you want to eat your sushi items outdoors. And then I'll show you indoors. So we're on 5. So across from that, the Bonsai Sushi, as you can see, is the Alchemy Bar. Such a beautiful thing. So you can get your specialty drinks here. Some they make exclusively for here, like the spicy chipotle martini, which is delicious. They have other drinks as well. Come give them a try. It's a favorite. It's a favorite. So here is the 555 Steakhouse. We've had dinner here, so you come, you can make your reservation online. However, you have to pay online if you want to experience this. On the first night, you get a free bottle of wine. The second night is 50% off a bottle, but the bottle has to be at $100. Crazy, huh? If you're a wine drinker, you'll understand. But if you're not a wine drinker, really, $100 is a little steep. So this is the Fahrenheit Steakhouse, and this is above the casino, where you can see people gambling. If you wanted to not be in the smoky area, you could just stand up here and you're fine. And if you want to see the casino tour, I have a video for the non-smoking and smoking section on the Vista. So we're gonna come to Bonsai Sushi. And so they have the menu here. You can select your different rolls. California rolls are $9. Bang Bang Bonsai roll, which has salmon, cucumber, spicy tobacco, crab, shrimp, and wasabi mustard. So as you can see, the chef is preparing the sushi for when they get ready to open. They have some already ready for you. You can just, place your order, you quickly get it, and then you're on your way. So they have a library bar. This is a library where they have games and a bar, so you can sit here, have a quiet spot to, meditate, read, pick out games. This is where you would come, the library bar on deck 5. Across from that is the piano bar. So if you love the piano bar, you already know what it's about. If you don't, it's a gentleman that'll play certain songs. You sing along, you tip, you drink. So this is where you would go. So we come to the next part of the atrium, and this is where the shops are located. And they're closed whenever you're in port because everybody's pretty much off the ship. And this is why they're closed. When we hit sea, they'll be open. So this is where you can purchase snacks, but mainly shirts, sweatshirts, model ships, which I collect. And as you can see through the closed door, they're having a special on them, $48. And I think I'm sure I paid that much, but on other ships it was more. So they do have sales, 2 for $60, sweatshirts, Carnival sweatshirts. So, okay. So if you want to purchase items from here, this is where you would come. They have swimsuits. With Traders General Store, they have like common purses and coverwear, hats, and then you can get name brands such as Guess, Michael Kors, Nine West bags. So come on through. So we're at the Liquid Lounge. This is where they hold most of their shows. We saw a new produced one called Flick. It was its first show. It needs some work, but it was entertaining. But this is where you would come, and this is where they also do the Love and Marriage show. I'm gonna give you a little peek. Even though they say don't peek, I'm peeking. So you can just kind of see it's a big stage. Hello. It's a big stage, and you can just kind of, they have tons of seats, but if it's a popular show, it's gonna be packed. So as we walk in, this is the upper level on 5. The lower level is 4. You can come, have a seat. It's handicap accessible, which is great. So the handicap are reserved right here. And then they have a few chairs down low that are reserved for the handicap and their companions, which is great. So as you can see, there's plenty of seating. But when we saw the Love and Marriage show, this place was packed to the gills. So make sure you get in line early, check it out, because it fills up and it gets really, really full. So come a little early, like a half an hour, 45 minutes to check out that show, because it's really popular. By the way, they also have bars, so you can get bar service if you need to while the show is going. But we're gonna get out of here. So we're still on 5. We're on the opposite side of the ship, and as you can see, the Liquid Lounge, the shops continue, and I'll show you more in a moment. So let's continue on. They have the cologne and perfume shops, which are tax-free. This is the Sea Breeze Beauty and Fragrances, which also flows into the watch shop. They have Philip Stein, all the name brands watches, Maserati, Invicta, Tag, Bulova, Tissot, Movado. Just so many different watches you can purchase. Okay, so as you can see, there's fine jewelry as well. You have bracelets, chains, necklaces, earrings. This is like everything that most folks that would want to buy something for your special person, Pandora, you would come here, purchase, use your selling sign card. It charges everything to your room, like I showed you with the soda package. But that's what you do. It's on 5. Also, you can come here and you can manage your account from here. You can pay down your tab. You can see your balance. You just touch the screen. And like it says, you can do several things. You can add, you can withdraw cash, you can add credit cards to your account, make payments. In case it gets out of control with shopping and other items that you might buy on the ship, you would come to this kiosk and take care of that. As you can see, you place your bills on the left, and then it'll count down, and then it'll even print a receipt. The keypad to enter your PIN for your debit, credit cards that you might want to use. There you go. Still on 5. Then they have the ATM. If you need to pull out cash out of your credit card, your bank account, this is where you would come and handle those transactions. So we're moving along. They have the Efi shop for jewelry. And then we're gonna work our way down. So they have, like I said, plenty of elevators, but they also have stairs that you can use to get down also. If you have a little fear of heights, these stairs can be a little unnerving because they're made out of like smoked glass. So proceed with caution. But anyway, now we're on the mezzanine on 4. So they have more shops. This is where they do the captain's celebration, meet and greet. He'll come out and talk to you, and everybody will gather around the walk area around the atrium. Here they have their sunglasses. You have Coach, name brand, Michael Kors, Prada, Ray-Ban, I said Oakley, Tory Burch. So it's all tax-free, which is great. And they have a lot of new arrivals. So the shop is closed due to we're being imported. And because we're on 4, this is the main entrance to the Liquid Lounge that I showed you from upstairs. This is the lower level, so you can come from upper or bottom. And then we're going to continue on 4. with the shops. So as you can see, they have plenty of seating, just to people watch. And then right here behind this column, I'll show you in a second, I'm just going to step down. This is where they'll do the strings quartet. They'll perform here. The DJ will perform here inside for the crowd that you have down on the lower level of 3 at the Atrium bar. So that's another cool feature. You can go look from 5 all the way down to 3 to enjoy all the activities that might be happening at that time. So you can, like I said, use the stairs. They have stairs from 5 all the way down to 3. So let's continue, because it's just a couple of shops and then we're gonna go down a level. So we're at the Carnival Adventure shop, which is really cool. They have their tumblers, their Yeti tumblers. If you know what a Yeti what a Yeti tumbler is, then you know they're quite expensive. I don't have a Carnival branded one, but I have one, and I received it as a gift because I didn't want to pay for it. All right, enough of that. So here they have merchandise for beach. They have their water shoes that you can purchase here, from kids to adults. They have the Del Sol branded merchandise. We purchased these hooded coverall like shirt that you wear when it's hot. I have mine in the backpack. I have the gray one. My wife has the white one with the shark. And when you get into a heated environment, the shark or the item changes color, which is really cool. So that was $50. They have sunscreen, they have toys, dolls, and stickers. If you see my tumblers, I have stickers from different places we traveled throughout, the world, and I ran out of space, so I just buy more tumblers. All right, let's continue to the cherry on top. This is where you would purchase your candies, Pop Rocks, nostalgia candies. They have them all. Pop Rocks, Sweet Tarts, just about every candy, Pockies. As you can see, Reese's, Whoppers. It's just, the selection is endless. So you pick up a bag, you scoop with the scoopers that are next to the particular gummies to the particular items. Place them in the bag, and they'll weigh them by the pound, less than a pound, whatever amount you want. They weigh the item, and then they charge you. So it's $4.25 per quarter pound, and if you purchase a 10, you can fill that up for $20. It's the little like silver and gold tins that you see at the bottom of that shelf. They're kind of convenient because you can, if you want a lot of different candies, you can put them in there and fill it up, or you can just do your own thing, get a bag and just get what you need and then keep it moving. So they have cookies, cotton candy, dolls, tumblers, backpacks, cherry on top for your sweet snacks. So you can also bring your own. They have to be prepackaged. They have to be sealed. You can bring them if you go to a Target, Walmart, wherever. You can bring your own. You'll save a lot of money, and then you can just get what you need for your trip and keep it in your room and keep yourself from spending more. All right. So before you enter the casino, they have another store with the alcohol purchases that you can make while on board. They do tastings as well, but you cannot purchase and take it to your room and drink. They will not allow it. You'll make your purchase, they'll hold it, and usually the day that you're getting off the ship, which is disembarkation day, you'll have to come pick it up. Your purchase alcohol that you got while you were offshore, whatever port you saw something at, like us, we were in the Dominican Republic. We purchased some McCroy rum that I did not have, and we went on the tour for that, and that was, I think it was a couple years ago, and they didn't have the particular brand, but they had a pineapple one which I loved. But as you can see, they have tequilas, rums, whiskeys, cognacs, bourbons, brandies, liqueurs, some wines. They have the Hennessy White. So a lot of people like the Hennessy White, and right now you get one for $59. Yeah, one for $59, and you can get three for $160. It's a little harsh for me, but I know people that love it. So they always ask, "Hey, can you buy me a white Hennessy?" And I'm like, yeah. So because I'm carrying it back, I have to charge a little bit more because I'm bringing it onto my luggage. I'm not shipping it. And if you want to check that out, you can check my video on how to properly pack your liquors and wines for travel, air travel, without paying the shipping price. So check that video out and you'll get a packing suggestions, or you can just do what you do well. They also have cigarettes. I believe you can purchase the cigarettes and smoke those. They have a lot of specials. For a carton, you buy 3 and get 1 free, but they're like, for a carton, it's anywhere. I'm seeing for L&M is $52. For Benson and Hedges, it's $78. So I don't smoke cigarettes. But you can tell me in the comments if it's inexpensive or expensive. So we're at the port side liquor and tobacco sales. We're gonna head down to 3. So as you notice, it's very quiet, but once people start making their way back from Half Moon Cay, it'll get louder and crowded, and you should see. So we're